What's going on, everybody? I'm leaving. I was just over here talking to my neighbor Andrew, and about to head back to the house. As you can see, it is December. Just to get you updated on everything that happened, pretty much it was August, and I was harvesting my field of canola, and about halfway through, Andrew pulled up over here and wanted to know, hey, what are you doing for the next couple of months? Because both of my workers have quit on me, and I have a lot of fields to tend to. And I told him, well, I got to pretty much just harvest this canola and I'd be done. And he said, well, you know what? Harvest your canola. Go ahead and take it and sell it. Don't even bother putting it in the silo this year. And I said, why? What you got going on? He said, well, I'm going to get you to help out with my fields for the next couple of months, and I'll make it worth your while. So yeah, we pretty much spent the better part of 3 months harvesting all his fields. There was a lot of baling because he does a lot of oat and wheat. And by the end of it, he said, "All right, well, I can. Here's the offer. I'm either going to give you a whole bunch of cash, or I'm going to give you a bunch of resources." And I said, well, it depends on what the resources are. And he ended up, anyways, I chose the resources, and he ended up giving me another small greenhouse. And if we run over here real quick, along with the smaller greenhouse, he gave me this nice little older model tractor. It's got about 150 horsepower. It's got a couple of hours on it. It's not too bad. Um, and he gave me the reason the money's different, he let me use his harvester my um on my canola field, which I have now replanted with his seeder. I paid him to use both of those things, including the fertilizer spreader, and he gave me a very steep discount on this second field here, which I can show you in here with the drone. I now have two large fields of canola, which is nice. This field, he was trying to sell it for 145,000, and he pretty much sold it to me for half of that. So that's where most of that money went, along with me selling my trailer, my grain trailer, to afford that. Now, just to show you what we had to do for him, all four of these fields had to be harvested, two of which had to be baled as well. And this one got harvested and replanted already. So yeah, we're pushing. We had a lot going on this year, which is why we didn't really um, I didn't really go pro a lot of that just because we were so busy. Now it is early this morning, and we have just a couple of things to do around the farm. Number one thing is we need another grain trailer, obviously. So we will be picking up one of those today. A little bit of shopping, just a little bit, and I'm thinking we don't really need three tractors here. I mean, that's just what I've been picturing here. I was thinking maybe, we've got a pretty decent selection here if you take a look. So this one's 150 horsepower, 271, and 190. Now, we can get more money for one of these, obviously. This one right here can pull um, the grain trailer and the lettuce trailer, so I'm thinking of keeping that one just because it's worth less. And maybe selling this one here after we repair it at the shop there. So that's what we're probably going to get into here right now. Now we'll also be selling the weight on the front of it because this one comes with its own weight attached. So just a couple of things to get into today. Um, I did keep the extra seed from using his seeder, though I had bought way too much. But yeah, so I mean, hasn't really been too crazy in December so far. It is right after Christmas here, so that's why I was over at Andrew's house. But yeah, we got quite a bit done on his farm, and eventually, oh, sorry, sir, I did not mean to pull out in front of you like that. Should have looked both ways. I have been speaking to him about, mostly about, he still owns 2 fields over on my side of the road. And I told him, you know what, just I don't mind helping you, and you obviously don't mind helping me, and we're doing deals back and forth. So maybe if you ever get ready to sell those 2 fields, just consider me first. And he was like, yeah, no crap, dude. But so that's hopefully in the future here we'll have some more fields going for us. I will say I did like working on his farm just for the baling aspect. That was pretty fun. He's got a lot of nice equipment, obviously, between a bale loader, the baler, and some of them smaller tractors that he's got. Those are pretty cool. So it was a fun learning experience for the most part. And yeah, hopefully after selling this and getting us a trailer, we'll still have some decent money left. Like I said, this tractor's worth about 75,000 as is, and we're definitely going to do some repairs to it first, just to see if we can get on the better side of 80 grand. You want to see what we can do here? Repaint, yes. Repair, yes. And now it is repaint, yes. Repairs, yes. So that's $616 for that, and 91,000 now. So yeah, that worked out perfect for us. So yeah, now with that, we can shoot back over to the farm really quick. And now I gotta think, I'm gonna obviously have to get a grain trailer eventually. Something else I want to look at though first. Now see, he owns this plot here and this plot over here, which is 2 fields, and obviously all this is his as well. He has quite the setup going on for himself, but as of right now, you look at the prices on these things, they're way out of reach for us. So that's why I just say eventually we'll get to where we need to be. But with the money we have now, I would like to see, obviously, about getting our grain trailer and maybe a combine. I'm not sure. We have to go look at the prices on some of those combines. They run pretty steep. There's a couple of smaller ones you can get, but yeah, sometimes it's cheaper to just rent a big one as opposed to buying one. Let's not pull that in front of someone this time. Okie dokie. So yeah, that would be my main priority at this point. In January, we'll be selling the lettuce, which will give us another decent income. Not too much, but enough to survive. But still, the goal will be to not use every single bit of our money if we can help it. So yeah, I'll get over here to the store, look through their stock on trailers, and I'll probably get with you guys going into January, I would like to say. And you can come along for the lettuce delivery. What's going on, guys? I'm getting ready to hit the lettuce haul here. I am gonna have to look up where I should take it this year. Now, one main thing that has happened, it's a bit of bad luck on my part. Luckily, it wasn't my fault, but I did not get a grain trailer that day because as I was looking at them, some jackwagon decided he was going to hit the parking lot going as fast as he could, and he hit a little sheet of ice and absolutely demolished my truck, which is terrible because that truck was my baby and I had it paid off, and all I could do was collect about half of what about a third of what I paid for the thing in insurance claim, which sucks. I have not found another vehicle I want yet, but things happen. You just got to keep rolling. It looks like I'll be going, let's see, to the bowling. Yeah. Well, let's see. The fast food restaurant is going to be my best bet, it looks like. So we'll head there to the green cylinder in the sky. So yeah, I mean, it kind of almost brought a tear to my eye seeing my truck totaled like that, but we've got the insurance money and we're not gonna lose our mind. Eventually, I'll find another vehicle. I've got two tractors to get around with if I have to, and I've also got the four-wheeler that I can take back and forth to Andrews and to the gas station right up the road here if I have to. Um, so we're not gonna lose our minds over it. We're just gonna keep doing the best we can here, and yeah. So, like I said, sometimes some things just happen, and you got to keep rolling with them. Andrew did say he was going to give me a call today. He's got some stuff to talk about, some business stuff. So that'll be fun. We get to see what he has to offer for us. Let's see, how do we do this? I think they'll just come out here and oh, yep, okay. So that was $25,000 right there, 186,000. Not too shabby. We'll get back over there and put our trailer up and maybe call Andrew and see what he's got going on. And yeah, I'll probably get the GoPro back out after I leave his house. Alright guys, so did Andrew ever have a surprise for me? I called him, he said, hey, don't even bother coming to my place, you need to get to the other side of town as fast as you can. One of his older friends was selling their one of their contract combines for 45 grand, um, and a header for 5. He said, you need to get over there. I've already told him you're coming. Uh, if you don't have the cash on you, let me know. I told him, oh no, I do have the cash. Like, I had the cash, obviously. So yeah, we officially have a combine on our farm again, which is great. It's a older model Massey Ferguson. Like I said, the guy had bought it because he was going to use it for contract work to not put the hours on his combine. He had a really nice combine sitting there also, probably worth about 600,000, which I couldn't afford anyways. But yeah, he pretty much said like, hey, I bought it, I redid the whole thing. It's got a brand new engine and everything in it, 0 hours on the engine, So I figured I'd go ahead and sell this one. So hey, now we officially have a combine on our farm. We'll see. I don't think it'll fit under there. Maybe under the other one. We're supposed to get snow here soon, so I definitely want to make sure this is under cover. If I can learn how to drive. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And we still have quite a bit of money in our account too, which we'd like to leave that way for a little bit. That looks perfect. Yep. Let's see if we. Yep. We had to climb out of there, but that's all right. Now one other thing I have been looking into is I'm getting kind of tired of the house here. The wood's like putting wood in the chimney and everything. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Doing the fireplace all through the winter. So I have been talking to a contractor about different houses, and he said he would come out here at some point and take a look at my land, see what's perting properly, where I could place it, and just what else I can try to figure out besides this little cabin I got. Not to knock it, it's a roof over my head, a leaking roof. But yeah, it was probably great for the farmer that was here, but I would really love, not to, well, to have real plumbing and electrical that doesn't shock me when I touch a light fixture or anything. So we will be looking into that soon. I'll probably have be out for a little bit, try to figure some things out for the rest of the winter, and maybe see you guys in March or April, I would like to say. So I will see you guys then. What's going on, you guys? We are here in July, taking our lettuce to the grocery store today. Luckily, this will be the last time I have to do this haul. I was able to sign a contract 1 month ago with the grocery mart and the fast food restaurant to where they will be coming to pick up the lettuce from me from now on, which is awesome. It means, one, I can sell this trailer, and two, it takes a task off my hands, pretty much 2 or 3 times a year, which is awesome. These contracts are good. The fast food restaurants signed me to 5 years, and the grocery store has signed me to 7 years. I want to say it was 6 or 7, but that will bring us in money every single month now, along with that 26,000 we just received. I was able to find a grain trailer as well. We'll be picking that up while we sell this. Um, I didn't check the yeah. I didn't ever check the store that much while I was away. I tried to wake up and check it most times when I slept, but there was never a grain trailer in there. So we did end up buying a cheaper Klaus grain trailer that's waiting at the store for us now. It'll do the job pretty much of what we need it to do, and it was right on time because we will be picking it up and taking it right back to the farm to start the harvest. So, like I said, pretty good timing on that. Um, Something we will be looking at what well, I think it's a good plan. I might be wrong. I think what we're going to do is sell the crop from one of our canola fields now and put the other one in the silo and save it till December or January for a higher profit. That'll give us some money right now to use to rent a planter pretty much that we have to rent. Or maybe buy one. I don't know if it will want to be on sale by the time we need it. But we need to start getting some equipment together. Pretty much, we need a roller, a planter, and just yeah. So let's see, $6,000 for that trailer. Thank you kindly. And now we can go over here and pick up our grain trailer. Luckily, the dealership was nice enough to get it shipped in and hold it for us for a few days. So with no charge to us. They say we do pretty good business with them. So yep, we'll get this. It's a kind of a tall trailer to be as short as it is, but it'll work out. And it should go right underneath our piping system on the harvester, so that'll be nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get this back to the farm there, and I'll bring you guys back once I've got the harvester out and ran through the maintenance on it real quick, because I have to show you guys my new house as well. What's up, guys? We are actually looking at some crops here. So the deal is, I've got Andrew's actually. Excuse me, sorry about that. Andrew is over there running my combine for me right now. He just ran over to tell me that Miss Sheila, that owns the 2 fields over here across from my farm, is looking to maybe sell this plot of land that has the 2 fields on it here. So I just decided to come see. She's got them up for sale now for about 230,000, which I do not have, I know. But I figured I'd come over here and look at them anyway. She's got oat over here, which if I decided to buy this plot of land, I'd have to harvest the crops, obviously. And here we're looking at a field of sorghum and this oat here, which is already ready to harvest. Now, what I'm thinking is, first of all, do you like my hat? Yes, you do. Oh, it's got straps on this thing. That's good to know. So what I'm thinking is, even if I don't buy this, Andrew has already told me that he might be looking next year to sell, or sometime this year possibly. He doesn't know if he's going to harvest or not. He's got one more field on this side of the map. Let's see. She don't have any seed bed in here yet, so I'm gonna cut across Sheila's larger field that she does her corn on here every year. But yeah, I'm going to just drive over here real quick. I was in the middle of cultivating uh, when she called and said I could go over there on her land and look. But yeah, he's got this field here, which is in line with ours, full of soybeans, and he said he doesn't know if he's going to harvest it or he might just outright sell the land, which would be nice to have this land here. Anyways, since it's right here in line with mine, I could maybe even plow through these paths and create a one large field if I wanted to. I've been slowly working on getting some of this dug out here and get some of the trees taken down. I've still got one large one. I'm just doing this to make it easier for the sun to reach the edge of that crop. But yeah, I did sell the first trailer load of canola. Made pretty good on that, a little bit over $50,000. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and sell the other, excuse me, how much trailer load we get to buy either one of them plots of land. So that'll be something I'm thinking about here over the next hour and a half or so. And also, let's look at my new digs, obviously. So in talking with the contractor, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I ended up with a silo house, which it's pretty sweet in here. Got everything I need. There's 2 bedrooms up here. Um, got a little split bedroom, which is cool for guests, and then you have my bedroom over here, obviously. Um, but yeah, it's pretty nice. That's the bathroom right there, and then we've got a whole living area, and then also we put in a garage, which is good to have. Now the other thing was my little shed wasn't really cutting it for the bigger equipment. So I did decide to go ahead and tear that down and put up this one right here, which saved me a little bit of money. This is an all steel structure, so that saves quite a bit. This one was about 10,000. So plenty of room for tools and implements in here, and I've still got my little tractor shed. So yeah, we're going to finish up this harvest. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm about to, I'll probably talk to Andrew about it a little bit more, and then we will go our separate ways, and I'll have a hard decision to make. So I'll get with you guys when I've made that decision. What's going on, guys? So as you can tell from the bank account, we came to a decision, and we bought. Okay, so it's kind of tricky, but I don't think it's a bad deal. So I paid the 170 for Andrew's field that is directly next to mine with the soybeans on it. And then he turned around and added some money from some sold equipment he had to that and bought Miss Sheila's land. So he had originally owned that land anyways. And oh, watch out, buddy. Okay, apparently these people do not get over when they see farm equipment. Does this thing have a anything? Radio, cruise control, change driving direction. Okay, so this thing doesn't have any type of light. Oh, well, it's got headlights. Good for you. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. This thing doesn't have a beacon to let people know that this is wide, apparently. And you're gonna do it too. Here, go by. Go by. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whose mailbox is this? Sorry about your mailbox. These people are gonna get on my nerves. But yeah, so he turned around and rebought his land he had sold to her originally for less. She was selling it for less, and now I own 3 fields right next to each other. I did have to pay some money to rent this tractor and plow. It was about 18,000 altogether to rent for the day. And I will be able to merge my 2 larger fields together now, which will be fun. Um, Sorry about that. I'm trying not to cough into the microphone if I can help it. But yeah, so now I need to merge these 2 fields together. I've already dug up the gravel that was on this, obviously, and I'm not gonna be skimpy on it because I will eventually, I'll be turning that soybean field into part of this field as well, and I'll have one huge field for one specific crop type. So let's see here if I know how to do this. So I would like to go here, I think. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not getting into that field yet, because I don't want to have a weird shaped field, and I really don't want to mess up any of them soybeans because they'll be a good profit. So let's see. I think that's probably about as close as I want to. Yeah, right there. That's probably about as close as I want to try. Allow create fields, put it down. Alright, looks like I'm crooked here. Oh, okay, stop right there. Okay, and then when I go here, hit contain to field. Yes, okay. And we are off to the races. So all I need to remember to do each time is when I get to the path area where I dug up the stone. I just need to put the plow deeper into the ground. So let's make sure I know what I'm doing here. Kind of feel like I'm going to create, well, I guess I can touch it up with paint after. Okay, so there goes that. And then back to, let's see, did I royally, it's not too bad. No, it's just one little line. I'll come back through and fix that most likely. So I will be obviously making this a long field. I'm hoping, depending on which seeder I get, would probably determine how hard it is to. Well, you know what I didn't think of? This is going to determine it right here, actually. See how. Wham! Right to the fence. So yeah, what I'm thinking is I can at least plow this way to merge the fields, and then I can run any seeder I get the opposite. I will continue to cut down trees in that riverbank over there on my side, not the road side, but on my side at least, and turn those in for profit. It's not that much, but it does make a little bit of a difference. And not having those trees there for, I mean, whether I'm doing it or whether I put an AI worker doing it. So I will continue to do that. So we're coming up on this again, so I need to just hit the triangle because I'm playing on console and not PC. And then I'll need to do that again over at the edge of the field here. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty decent size field. It is August, so right after I do this, I'm probably going to plant canola on it. That's what I will have to rent the seeder again, which is fine. If I had the money, I would rent the biggest one possible. Alright, let's give myself vertigo trying to get this right. Need to get closer, I think. I want to line it up perfectly. I like square fields if I can help it. Oh, there it is. It might not be perfect, but yeah, see, I could have went one more, but I'm not gonna screw myself up here. So yeah, I'll probably, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this field plowed out, the general shape of it, and I'm going to return the equipment and then run one of my tractors up to the store to rent the seeder, obviously. Did I do that? Okay, that's where I want to be right there. Yes. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys watch me do this whole thing. So yeah, I'll probably do all that, and then I'll bring you guys back for the planting. Like I said, I'm probably gonna run the planter or seeder this way on the field, and I'll have to rent a roller again. And eventually, sometime in the next year or so in gameplay, I'm gonna have to get a larger combine because the little combine I have already takes a while. It's going to take forever on this field. So yeah, I'm going to get this going and get this done, and I will bring you guys back for the planting in a little bit. Alright guys, I have got the planter going here. We are going canola, obviously, and our field ended up being pretty big here. Obviously, both of those fields together with the roads taken out in between. So that's going to be it's going to be both of those fields combined plus a little more. So it should be somewhere around 50,000 liters of canola, which is a good payday. Now, if I can, with the money I have left, I still have to rent a fertilizer spreader, obviously. I think them soybeans will be probably sold directly. I'm not sure. I've got to see. Got to come up with a grand scheme because, of course, after I harvest them soybeans, I'm going to have to let that field sit idle for a while I sit here and wait to harvest the canola again, um, which does kind of suck. Um, I think what'll end up happening is I'll harvest the soybeans and put them in my silo there and let that field sit idle. Excuse me. And then once I harvest the canola in summertime, I will go ahead and replow, make this whole field a new shape, obviously. And then what I'll have to do is decide after that what I'm gonna plant on it, because that'll be a very large field that might have to sit idle for a while. My options are, well, I can show you right now while I've got this AI worker doing this. My options, obviously, looking at the graph here, planting my canola now, can't harvest that till July. Harvesting the soybeans in October and putting them in the silo, and the next time I would be able to plant my, with harvesting the canola in July, my only options would be plant that whole large field as canola or let it sit idle all the way to April to when I can plant soybeans on it, which would be a really big payday if I could let them sit in the silo. So what I'm thinking is after I plow and make the field obviously the shape it's going to be for the rest of the gameplay, go ahead and plant just a massive amount of canola, and after that we're selling whatever we can, and geesh, can't talk today. Then we would be pretty much waiting and hoping that the lettuce is bringing in enough profit to build up our finances. But of course, we'll have to see where our finances are sitting after turning in the soybeans in June. So, yep, that is what we're going to have to do. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this whole thing here because that will be terrible and excruciatingly boring. But yeah, I'll probably get done with the planting process first, and then, geesh, man, I'll probably have to roll the field the opposite direction, it looks like, because my fence on the farmyard there is not going to let that, or I can just do a headland first and do it that way. That might work also. So yeah, I'm going to get this field planted, and then I will bring you guys back probably, I'll bring you guys back in October or November when we're harvesting our soybeans. Hello everyone, and welcome to my TED Talk. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's October. I'm getting the combine cleaned off after we harvested these soybeans. I think while I was harvesting that field, I've come up with a pretty decent plan. So, let's see, put that up. I don't need the chainsaw right now, but you know I keep that thing on me. But anyways, I think the best way I see it, we only got 47% of a trailer from that field, so I am going to sell it. We get a little bit of money from the lettuce anyways on them contracts right now, so I'm going to sell this, And then, well, let me not start driving yet. Let me go through the whole plan. Sell the soybeans, keep the money, right? Now, I'm going to watch the store, you feel me? Because I would like a seeder. I just know I want a seeder that will hold the seed and fertilizer, so it'll have to be this one or this one from what I've seen. I don't really want the massive $200,000 one unless it came on sale in the store for literally like 70 to 75% off. Then I'd get that one. But I know I need this one or this one. They're the only ones that really make sense to me right now. The planter I've been using for the canola is I can pull it up here. The planter I've been renting is right here. It's 9 meters. It does canola and soybeans, sunflower, corn, sugar beet, and cotton. So I mean, I've been renting that one, and it's already almost $90,000. So I could just buy that one if I wanted to. It is bigger and easier to use. Either way, I know I need something that holds fertilizer and seed. It's just easier. Now, what I'm thinking is, if we look at the calendar, now that field's going to sit idle for a minute because I don't want to plant wheat or barley on there because they just take too long to grow. But what I'm thinking is, if I wait till March, right, and plant oat, then I'll be harvesting the oat at the same time as the canola on the larger field. I'll have to rent a seeder, yes, but I can rent, like, it's not a big field. I can just rent the standard seeder. And then after harvesting both of those, rent the cheapest baler I can, bale the oat that's left over. That'll be a profit as well, along with the oat, but I can save the oat till December or January when it runs higher. It won't be that much, but that's not as long of a wait as what soybeans are, which is till June, which is why I'm going to sell what I have in the trailer now. So after harvesting the oat and the canola, then I put myself in the next phase of the plan, which I have no idea what that is yet. But at least if I plant the oat on that smaller field, watch out, deer. If I plant the oat on that smaller field, it's not sitting idle for so long, the way I see it, anyways. I mean, if I wanted to, I just missed that train. If I wanted to, I could rent a direct drill. There we go. If I can learn how to talk, a direct drill seeder and not even cultivate that smaller field, which I'm not sure how much that would cost in the first place, but it can't be that much. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that maybe, just to save myself some time. We're gonna see how much I get from this here. Because I don't know how much I'll be planting in the first place. Like I said, I'd love to get one of those seeders just to have more options, but never know. See how much we get from this. Ah, we missed it. I also sold the smaller tractor, if you're wondering. Just because with the horsepower it had, it couldn't do anything. It really couldn't. All it could do was pull a trailer, and it couldn't run the roller. So basically, you could just pull a trailer with some supplies on it, or it could run the fertilizer spreader I've been renting. Because there's still things I need to buy. I'd love to own my own roller and fertilizer spreader instead of renting both times, but I feel like the seeder is more important at this particular time. So I'm going to hang tight and run through the go ahead and run through the next couple of months here. Like I said, probably rent a direct drill seeder, plant oat on there, and then stop. Oh no, you know what? Actually, let me put this. away here. I would love to, as crazy as it sounds, go ahead and at least buy something. Maybe buy the, maybe go ahead and buy the fertilizer spreader or the roller. Those would be the two cheapest options next to the seeder. But either way, it's a difficult task at hand. But yeah, so we'll handle all that stuff for the most part. I think we'll be looking pretty good on that. We do have fertilizer in the shed. Show it to them. We got fertilizer in the shed, and we got plenty of seed, obviously. So, not too many things we're having to deal with. Like I said, I'll be watching the store up until the time that is ready to plant the oat. So, yeah, we're looking for a seeder, fertilizer spreader, a roller, so much stuff that we should have had like year 1 or 2. But it's fine. We're going to make it either way. So yeah, I'll probably go in here and rest for a little bit. Might call Andrew, see what he's getting into today. Did I check the store already? Yeah, see nothing in there. We'll just be patient. Like I said, we've got till, looks like we've got till March. So we can definitely hold out on that. I might wait till December or January and cut down some more trees over there. But then again, I don't really have any way to haul them. I don't have a trailer. I don't have much here. We got a 4-wheeler, we got a combine, we got a trailer. We've got this, which if I wanted to, I could just, if I was going to get a direct drill seeder, I could probably just, sell this. That might be an idea too. How much is that thing worth, I wonder? Probably not much. Yeah, 31,000. Even if I got it fixed and repainted, it'd probably only be worth about 40, which would get me up to just barely enough to get one of those seeders, and then I'd be screwed. But yeah, we'll go ahead and hold off, look at the store. But that is an option there. Wish I could really turn some of this stuff on. But yeah, I'll probably make me something for lunch here, sit down, watch some TV, might go outside and mess around in the yard a little bit, but I will get back with you guys probably in February or March. Alright guys, it's been 1 month and I did something crazy. I saw an ad on Facebook where a guy was trying to trade his dirt bike for a 4-wheeler. So I told him, hey, that dirt bike's worth about 5, my 4-wheeler's worth about 10. You throw about $5,000 in there, I've got a pretty nice 4-wheeler with chrome rims that I'm right down the road. I'll bring it over there right now. And he said, I'll throw in 4,500, and I said, I'll be over there in a minute. So now we have a super fast way to get around the farm. And he threw in the helmet, so that's nice. It was brand new in the box, so I couldn't beat that. I was like, hey, brand new helmet, no lice, down with it. So now we have this toy. I just want to show you guys this. I'm going to get back to doing some random things around here, but I figured you guys might like it. This thing does not back up good though. Kind of wish the animation would show you putting your foot down to back it up, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I just want to show you guys that real quick. Good morning, guys. We are on our way to the store. We've got the cultivator behind us. We are going to sell this bad boy and buy us a direct drill seeder. We don't really have that many options at this point, so that's the plan, and we're sticking to it. We're going to get us a seeder, and run back to the farm and plant that oat. Now, the only bad part is we're not going to have the money to buy a fertilizer spreader, unfortunately, yet again. But what I'm thinking is, on the bright side, we've got more canola to harvest this year. We're going to have the oat and the bales, so can't be too disappointed. That's going to be some good profit, and hopefully with that we can buy a fertilizer spreader and maybe one or two other things. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure exactly what we're going to be able to purchase, but we're going to see. Let's go in here and talk to these guys real quick about some cedars, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we're all filled up and ready to go here. We're going to unfold. I don't know how long this is going to take us, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through it. I do want you guys to see. Let's do at least one run of it though. So I have selected, let's see, we selected oat. It is the time of the year to plant it. Drop cedar, turn on cedar. Let's go. I do not think we have enough fertilizer to do the whole field, but we'll do the best we can for right now. We're gonna get this planted. I'll probably, let's see, I'll probably bring you guys back in July when we're harvesting everything. Like I said, hopefully when we get to July and we're harvesting this, we have some new equipment or something. I don't know where the exactly how much we're gonna make from the lettuce and everything, but it's been a struggle these first about 3 years here, but I mean we're making decent headway thanks to some nice farmers around us and stuff. So we will get this oat planted, fertilized, and I'll see you guys in July.